Yeah, okay, what's good, guys? So, in this video, we're going to focus on DEX 1500 up. And let's get straight into it. So, as usual, we're going to be starting on the 1 week time frame. We'll work our way down from the higher time frames to the lower time frames so that we get the clearer picture of how the markets are going to be moving, So clearly we can see that DEX 1500 up has been going to the downside since the beginning of this year in January, right around there. It's been going lower and lower and lower the whole time. So a key level that we have here was this one here, this weekly level here, which we pierced, but we have it closed below. Okay, so today being Sunday, a new weekly candle will be opening. It might go higher, but we are looking to continue the trend to the downside, hopefully getting to this demand zone that is right here. That demand zone, let's just extend it so that it includes the fair value gap in it as well. All right, so this zone I believe is going to act as our magnet to pull price lower into it. So with that in mind, we can switch to the daily time frame so that we see what we have here. All right, so for the daily, we have price is trending to the downside. Let's pick our path tool so that we can better understand what's happening. So price has been going low, create lower high, go lower, sweep, low, hit the supply, then price went lower and broke this level, this liquidity I mean. So after going low, we went there, created this little high, broke it, went back, created this high right here, which we tested that supply, went lower, we broke this level right there, went slightly higher, hit into a fair value gap, and broke again. Now we've gone slightly higher, and who knows, we might be coming in to break this level, or we might be coming back into this supply zone that is right here, and then after hitting the supply zone, go even lower into this region that we mapped out on the weekly earlier. Okay, so with that in mind, let us now use our lines and map out price properly. So price hit that level, we had a break of structure. This is the daily time frame, by the way. So break of structure, we formed a nice new low right there. This low was broken by this lower high, so we broke there, formed a nice new low right there again, and this low has to be broken, but whether it breaks right now or later on after price tries to retest there, it's all up to price. Okay, but from the looks of it, it is clear to say that price might actually just travel lower and break it, because we have our 3-pin formation that is just here, right there. We have nice little 3 pins. Let me just try and point to them. There's pins right there. Okay, so if we switch to the 4-hour time frame, you'll see this. price just made a nice little pattern, okay? So we had this shift going like that, and in the case that price actually reacts to go to the higher side to hit our supply, what might cause it to go higher is if it tries to react from this fair value gap that is right here, this fair value gap, or this order block that we've included into our fair value gap. So let's just mark that out, fair value gap plus order block. So price might react into those and go higher, or it might just break straight through and lead us into this zone that we marked out earlier, okay? And we're doing this analysis today on the 6th of July, which is a Sunday. So the new week might start, the new week has started today. So we might get a spike into that direction, or we might just keep on going lower. But yeah, so on the 4-hour time frame, price broke this level. It broke this level, went low. So we took out this level right there, and then after taking it out, we formed this nice new high. When going to break this level, we had a switch in structure here. Right after shifting the structure, we came in for a retest, and now we're waiting to see if price is actually going to break and close below this level here on the 4-hour. Okay, so let's shift to the 1-hour time frame and see what's actually going on. I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so price broke this level right here. We have our structure shift, and then after that structure shift, price then came back, okay, formed a nice pattern and closed below that level. Now we're waiting to see if price will actually close below this level. If it does, we might be looking to participate on the lower time frame setup that's going on around there. Let me just show you what's going on the 15-minute. Okay, that's what's happening on the 15, okay? So it might either go lower, or price might just bounce back up to these levels, and then we'll look to take an intraday short back down. Okay, so this might look like this. Since price has taken out this inducement that's here, taken out that inducement, we have liquidity there that's been slightly taken out. So now price might shoot back up there, maybe even break that, take out this inducement, take out this inducement, and then we can use our fib. Fib, mind you, we mostly use it on the 15 and the 5-minute for our entries and just refine in zones. So we can draw a fib off of the 64% to the top, and that is where we're most likely to get a 5-minute setup that we can trade off of and go lower. Okay, so our 5-minute entry model, I always show it to you guys, but for old time's sake, let me show it to you again. Our entry model that we will always be using for our entries is this one, where price goes high, creates a higher low, goes higher, higher low, sweeps again, then breaks. Okay, once price breaks this low that was responsible for this breakout structure, price then comes back, retests somewhere in between the 64 and the 85 or 90. Then from there, we're going to take our short to our next target. Okay, so once we do that and we find a nice target, we're going to only be taking trades that have a risk to reward ratio between 1 to 3 and higher, and we'll be scaling our entries depending on how the price moves and what structure does after we take our first entry. For our first entries, we'll be going in light. Okay, let's say we're going to be risking 100. We'll go in light. We'll maybe risk 30 for the first entry. We'll wait for this, and say structure decides to give us another retest, Structure decides to give us another retest, comes back in there, retests that demand, Then after we get this retest, it will act like our confirmation. So we're trying to be conservative and preserve and try and build that longevity. Okay, so once we have this confirmation, we'll take our second one and then now risk the rest of what we were prepared to risk, which is 70, and target whatever it is that we're going to be targeting. Okay, all right guys, so that's it for this video on DEX 1500. So we're going to be waiting for price to either come back up there, go lower, or close below this level right there on the hourly or 4 hour. Then we'll have our confirmation on whether to drop with this and go lower, drop with this and go lower, or just to wait for it. Okay, let's take out these lines, and this is what we have currently. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, I hope you have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Stay focused on your craft, okay? Peace out.